Warning, Brian Holtzman is not for everybody. And we are going to get into this.
And we learned that when we saw at the mothership. Watching Holtzman on 4th of July.
And then he goes into the Asian. And then he goes into the gays. In the front, in the dead middle, like the whole middle section, it looked like got up at once and just left. Bruh. It was beautiful to watch.
You know who's taking our job?
He's racist.
He's fucking racist. I'm out. It's a white lady saying he's racist too. I'm pretty sure this white lady has said the N-word before. She looks like it.
What did he say?
He's pretty.
You could hear him in the back.
You want
The lady can't even explain what he said that made them mad.
He's old school Houston, South America. He's too much.
That was the first time got to see Brian Holtzman live. So now we have to man, I don't want to get right into this just yet because there's still a little bit more. Doing the set at Vulcan Gas Company. And then got to do a set at Creek in the Cave.
Yeah.
Fun stage. If you're ever in Austin, go check out Creek in the Cave and Vulcan. Like a bunch of good shows. What are you saying?
That's another spot where like the mics are like sold out. Like there's
but that's
there's still like depending on which day
there's a lot of comics in the room.
A lot of comics, but there's still audience.
Austin, honestly, man, if you're a comic checking out the Austin comedy scene, it's very much a glorified open mic. Like the city, it's like I know we're describing like doing proper shows and all that stuff, but let me just brace you that might not be your first experience in Austin as a comic.
No.
Like
we were blessed.
It was a glorified open mic. We were blessed to have mentorship and guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm just forever grateful. And truly, Jason reignited something, and Holtzman kind of encapsulated that sentiment for me of just being unapologetic and fully immersed in your material to the point where you're doing all the act outs.
Yep.
You're bringing people along because I'm good for my my demeanor, my character. I'm very animated and stuff, but I did kind of step away from the lane of being fully immersive as a comic.
Yeah.
And acting all of that shit out as opposed to just some of it. Like I would say more of my act outs are more exaggerated motions than acting out the thing. So it just reminded me to get back in that headspace. Seeing Brian Holtzman, absolutely a highlight of the trip for me, man.
Yeah.
And then seeing him in the mothership.
And just hanging out with him in the green room in Vulcan.
Oh, man. Salute to Brian Holtzman, man. Absolute legend in the game. The interview is now up on the YouTube channel, so go check that out. Absolutely check that out. Check out Brian Holtzman's comedy special, Cancel Holtzman. Warning, Brian Holtzman is not for everybody. And we are going to get into this.
And we learned that when we saw at the mothership.
If you are easily offended, if you take very offensive things to heart, stay the fuck away from Brian Holtzman. But if you have a sense of humor about yourself and you understand that something can be said and not have real sentiment behind it, Brian Holtzman is very much a classic old school comic. He says shit to get a rise out of people. It's funny as fuck. But if you are one of these modern Karen woke type mentality people, you will cry. And that's on you. You're a bitch.
Yeah. And he says that. If you're
how the fuck are you taking this fucking serious? Get the fuck out. Who was your favorite act that you saw while we were out there?
I would say Holtzman.
Yeah.
Holtzman and Rouse. Like, I was laughing at Rouse, but like Holtzman had my side hurting like at the mothership. Like I was like holding my side because I was laughing so hard.
I'm pretty sure. Now, you know my laugh, the obnoxious.
Yeah.
When I'm really into it. Like, the room laughter was tepid until we started really busting guts in the back corner where we were.
Even there's a
Did you
dude
notice
behind-
that?
Yeah. I
Well,
remember.
the security started
was
laughing
back-
out loud because of us.
Yeah.
Everything kind of stemmed with like me and you were in
dying.
tears
We were dying at the
while
back.
the rest of the room is still trying to gauge if they should be laughing. This guy's throwing out the 3-letter F word and just calling Asians by classic derogatory terms
Oh my goodness.
and calling out his suicidal family.
The beautiful bandages.
You should be fucking wrapping bandages for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. We
Bro.
were dying in the back. And it's so funny, like, see people, because obviously people bought tickets.
The show was Brian Holtzman and friends.
The show was Brian Holtzman and friends.
But the mothership, I think, is just so popular that people grab whatever
Whatever
tickets
tickets-
they can get.
yes.
And they don't do any research into who they're going to see. Or they just think that Joe's going to be there or Tony's going to be there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, we saw Tony the night before at Tony
Tony
Hinchcliffe and Friends.
Yeah.
I would have really liked to have seen Holtzman twice. No disrespect. I'm just saying.
But watching Holtzman on 4th of July.
Let's actually like take it back. We were supposed to, bro. Look. I'm. These are all keepsakes. This first one was our first trip to the mothership, where we got in standby.
Yeah. I wish I don't have that one.
Bro, the mothership is so goddamn popular that there's standby lines hours before. What? There were people in line trying to get standby tickets for Kill Tony that waited from 11:30 in the morning,
Yep.
and the show doesn't start until 8:30. Crazy.
No, the show starts at 8.
8, but like
The
standby
standby
doesn't
line-
get in until a half hour after the show.
If there's tickets
If
available.
there's tickets, they say though, if you're first in standby line, then you're pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
Those
that's
guys were first.
The first one.
They were in lawn chairs.
Yeah. They're camped out. Like-
So yeah, we didn't get in, but we got standby tickets, and then we got to go into the little man,
Yeah. Little boy.
little boy. I always fucking do a fat man, little boy,
Yeah.
which is like their cabaret space. It's like 50 to 100 seats, something like that. We talked about it a couple episodes back.
Yeah.
Shows are really funny, actually.
Yeah.
Like the mothership has a really great process in which comics can get seen.
Yes.
It feels a lot easier to get seen at one of the top clubs in the world by the booker, by the way. If you get a lottery spot on their open mic night, which is Sundays and Mondays, the booker for the club is actually in the room. So you do good enough and you get called to the back of the room. They're like, we got a show for you this day. I heard it.
Yeah.
Somebody got called back for a fucking Wednesday or whatever. But we didn't get to see the fat man. We heard about it. The club is so locked down. But once super locked down, bro. Like super, you get wanded, fucking
Yeah.
z-
Empty your pockets.
cops, uniformed cops sitting there.
Put your phone in the bag.
Crazy. Yeah,
Turn
you
it
put
off.
the phone in the bag.
Turn it off, then put it in the bag.
Crazy. But our second last night there, we're with Rouse and Holtzman.
Yes.
We're walking around. Holtzman gets us, bam, VIP. The VIP, baby. This literally felt like Goodfellas. Like the doormen were nicer to us.
Yeah.
We got our photos taken inside the mothership, even though there's no cameras. Holtzman took our photos at Mitzi's bar
In the reserve seat.
in the reserved booth.
Well, who sits there? Is that Joe's?
That's
spot?
definitely. I was looking at the Mitzi's bar,
Yeah.
like Instagram account. Like Joey Diaz was sitting there, like all the with Rogan. Like that's
that's their spot.
And apparently after 11 p.m. they kick all the patrons out, and it's just comics only.
So that's where they're hanging out after. Yeah.
So they're hanging out.
Okay.
They're not going to the other bars.
No, because I in my mental map of the club, because I hadn't gone there, I thought Mitzi's was attached to the green room.
No, I thought it was outside. Because you could see Mitzi's from the outside.
But
So I
that's
thought
when we
there would
got
be an
there.
entrance from the outside, but it's not. You have to go
Yeah.
into the club
Yeah.
and go into the bar from the club.
Yeah. There's security. You have to get past security, then you have to go through more security.
Yeah.
That's right by the Mitzi's door.
So we get VIP service
Yeah.
on the Thursday night. It was Thursday because Friday was our last day. No, wait,
It was
I
Wednesday.
guess Wednesday night
Yeah.
because yeah, okay. Thursday was the last show we saw. We get VIP. We get brought up to the booth.
Yes.
So now Holtzman is walking us through, like, this is straight up like Goodfellas, man. He's
Yeah.
walking us through the mothership, through the back doors, through all the fucking employees only doors and shit. We're just like, ah. People are looking at us trying to figure out who the fuck we are. And then he sits us in the balcony.
Yeah.
He sat us in the balcony for a different show, though. He didn't understand that we wanted to see him.
Yeah.
And then we ended up seeing Hinchcliffe and Friends.
Yeah, we saw who was up on that day.
I forget, but we had just missed. We had just missed a Kill Tony regular. Maybe David Lucas.
That was the second one.
That was the second one. Well, we
Yeah.
missed him there too.
Yeah.
We saw more of this. There's this guy from Estonia that was
Yeah,
super
he was funny.
hilarious.
But he seems hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like, I need to be.
He was
funny."
on.
Yeah,
he was on level 10.
Yeah,
His performance was fire.
yeah.
And then the next few were just they were all right.
One of them was Guard Dog, Sean Gardini.
Yeah, Gardini. So then we end up linking up with Holtzman afterwards. He's like, sorry, I didn't know that you guys wanted to see me. So he brings us back the next day.
Yeah.
VIP again. And we get to see what is my absolute favorite set of the entire trip.
Yeah.
This man is insane in all the best and funniest ways. Again, we're comedy fans.
Yeah.
So we're not there with the we're gonna be offended. We know what we're no plant your fucking flag. Got the Holtzman stickers.
Yeah.
I'm not even sticking those on anything. He walked 50 to 70 people.
I would say 70 minimum.
He walked
50 to 70 is a good rate.
and it was about maybe like a quarter of the way into his set, people started slowly trickling out.
That was one of the funniest things for me. And I think that's one of the reasons why the comics like love him so much. Like the fact that people are walking out.
What I want to know what happened,
So funny. Like
because we were VIP and then there were these two other people who we didn't know that Holtzman brought in. They
Next to
walked
us?
out.
that was sitting next
They
to us.
weren't there by the end. They left.
They left. Yeah, they did.
They walked out.
I know.
And
they
bro,
were
you're friends of Holtzman's. We're
You're
friends of Holtzman's, you bitch ass niggas. FOH. Friends of Holtzman. Bro, again, if you have thin skin, not the guy to go see. But if you understand humor and you can get past the forbidden words now,
Yeah.
because he throws them all out.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Just
And he starts with his suicidal family and dealing with suicidal family.
Yeah.
And you already know that this is getting kind of crazy. And then he goes into the Asian shit. And then he goes into the gays.
Yeah.
And by then he's starting to say, if you think this is real, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
People started. I noticed people were leaving when he was talking about the bandages. That's when I'm like, oh, people are just going to the
First
washroom.
little bit of trickles.
Yeah, like the first like 4 to 5 people started
it
walking.
was mostly girls too.
Yes.
And then the boyfriends with the girls or whatever
Yeah.
guys were trying to get in bed with those girls.
Yeah.
That's when it started.
Yeah, it was
But then
so
around the
funny.
gay jokes is when it really
Yeah. That's when like people were just get up. Like people were sitting in the front.
in the front, in the dead middle, like
Yeah.
the whole middle section. It looked like
They
got
just-
up at once and just left. Bruh. It was beautiful to watch,
It was
man.
so
It was
funny.
beautiful. It was just beautiful to see a comic who still has that instinct in them.
Yeah.
Because Rouse is along those lines, but I would say Rouse doesn't even push the envelope like that.
Well, the material that we saw, you know what I mean?
No, Rouse pushes the envelope in terms of nastiness.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Holtzman yells the 3-letter F word for 15 minutes. And then continues to tell the audience, if you think I'm serious, you're a fucking idiot.
Yes.
And people are still getting up and leaving. Can we play? This isn't from that night,
Yeah.
but we ended up finding a clip of people walking out of Holtzman's show. And this is kind of just to give you an example. First of all, play that creepy laugh. Play that one. These are all not from that night, obviously, but just to give you Holtzman is such a unique individual. This is him laughing at his own joke on Kill Tony.
Nobody got in trouble for touching something they shouldn't touch.
I'll see his Volkswagen van in the back.
You can cut it, bro. That's insane. That laugh you would think is edited, but it's not. This man is just beautifully insane. This is from a compilation. Brian Holtzman being savage for 10 minutes. Shout out to
just
Jared
love
Nathan, who he's
your
roasting right now.
presentation,
Toronto comedian
your
from Kill Tony.
pronunciation. And I mean, I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me in trouble. But I will say, if anybody needs condoms, it's you.
Look at Jared just.
Ecstasy Trojan condoms, and it feels like
Oh my
there's
God,
nothing
Jared Nathan has a
We
stutter.
don't
He's a
want
regular
you
on Kill Tony.
reproducing.
Brian Holtzman obviously making fun of him, saying if anybody needs condoms, it's you. I'm pretty sure the condoms are a sponsor for the show. Look, Bucky's.
Should I ignore this?
Yeah.
Hey, we almost bought that.
Yeah.
It was too expensive. I didn't
Is
want
that
to spend
what we're doing
$25. Shout out to Bucky's though. We got our own Bucky for the desk.
I will like to say I converted Zeus into a Bucky's fan.
Bucky's.
He was against it from the jump. He's like, why do you want to stop at a Bucky's?
Look at this logo.
So
it's the
what?
dumbest logo ever.
Who cares?
Now it's one of my favorite logos ever. 'Cause
Exactly.
you just stare at it long enough and you're like,
yeah, it grows on
this is
you.
insane. This gopher, what was it?
It's a beaver.
It's a beaver.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I'm fucking dumb. Look at this beaver tail.
You're as dumb as the logo.
Go fuck yourself. You're off the show. 120 pump gas station. Where else but Texas will you find a 120 pump gas station full, open 24 hours
Yep.
with some dope barbecue sandwiches?
Yeah.
I know you weren't happy with your food
I had a
that
chicken
much.
sandwich.
You had the chicken sandwich. This nigga with the fucking chicken strips everywhere we went. Is that like is that how you judge a restaurant?
No.
Okay. Okay then. I guess that's over. Look at Jared Nathan just standing there, just got handed a box of condoms. Look at fucking Holtzman in the corner. Click it, let this finish.
Oh my goodness. This is the part
Are we
where
checking
you talk
boxes
when people
here?
are walking out.
Oh yeah.
Don't stay. He's fucking racist.
He's fucking racist. I'm out. It's a white lady saying he's racist too. I'm pretty sure this white lady has said the M-word before. She looks like it.
What did he say?
He's pretty.
You can hear him in the back.
You want
The lady can't even explain what he said that made them mad.
He's old school Houston, South America. He's too much.
He's too much. He's old school South American.
All of them?
The screaming,
The anti-women.
the anti-women, the jokes, the coming out of the baby's nose. Oh my God.
And see some
Let's just play it.
dyke, 40-ish fucking dyke, telling me about the football game. I'm up to here with it. What the fuck do you know about football, bitch? They're moving chains. They're fucking up in the booth. They're on the field. Lay on your back and just take it. Get your hair done. Get your nails done. Lay on your back and get fucked. What's wrong with that?
Stop it. Stop it, bro. Oh, wait, no, play this. I can't stop. Hold on.
Hey, nobody gives a shit what you want. Shut your mouth. This is a restaurant. These people are trying to eat their lunch. Shut up.
I'm pretty sure that was a sketch they filmed in that restaurant
Maybe.
where those are unsuspecting people behind them. That's what it feels like. You see them look over. Holtzman is a gem. Go watch Cancel Holtzman on YouTube, his comedy special. Absolutely fucking hysterical. Highlight of the trip.
Yeah.
Highlight of the trip.
Like, that's a perfect ending to
Shit.
the trip.
Literally the last guy we saw on stage, the
Yeah.
last experience. Then we end up getting the interview with him.
Well, hold on. You're fast forwarding.
I know, the Goodfellas. There was more Goodfellas
There's more
moments.
good fellas.
After the show, he has this moment where he's like, if anybody wants, come get some stickers from me up at the top of the stage.
Yeah.
And a lot of fans walked up to the top of the stage, got some stickers. We were guests of his. So
Friends
after
of
he-
Holtzman. Coming
Friends
through.
of Holtzman.
Coming
Friends of
through.
Holtzman. Thank you very much, Dante. Friends of Holtzman. Thank you.
Holtzman.
Friends of Holtzman. Yes. Thank you. It was just a hilarious moment because he points at us. He's like, "Follow me."
Yeah.
And me and Dante just looked at each other like, "Where?"
Yeah.
Because he was on stage at the Fat Man.
Yeah.
Like this is where they do the Kill Tony show.
Yes.
He's on stage. He's like, "Follow me." He's like, "Where?" He's like, "Get up here." We walk up on stage and he walks us through the curtain,
Yeah.
through backstage, all the way. This is straight up the Goodfellas moment, bro. And I could see. I don't know if you were seeing. I saw from my periphery.
I was touching the curtains.
Bro, I just got to manifest that whole moment in reverse now. Me coming out the curtain as opposed to
Exactly.
going in it.
Yeah.
But I could just see people looking at us like, like who are these guys? Are they celebrities? No, man. When you're actually a part of this beautiful thing of ours, that's what it is. It's a camaraderie, and like, yo, we right people, right place, right time.
Yeah.
Right guy. Look at this freeze frame of Holtzman right here.
I've had enough to hear with that.
Just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Takes us backstage, then says, "Go get your cameras. We're doing the interview." We meet him in the hotel of the swankiest, or the lobby of the swankiest hotel on the block.
Yeah, gold toilets and everything.
Bruh. And we conduct easily my favorite interview
Yeah.
of all the comics we interviewed out there because it was just so absurd. Again, watch it right now on the YouTube channel. And then he talked to us for like 15 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, he kept it real too. Like
this beautiful thing of ours.
Yep.
This is like, I'm not looking to expose all of that.
Yeah.
But I want people to get a sense of what it is instead of them being like, let me just go try it and be a fucking asshat of a comedian for forever. Follow us.
Yeah.
We will bring you to actually where real comedy is taking place. And we will show you all of it. Once again, not just the same six guys. This is a comedy channel run by comedians for comedy fans.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast season 5.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.